You're not prepared for what this moon is about to do to you, because July 3rd isn't just a lunar event, it's a turning point. By the time the moon locks into position tomorrow, something inside you will shift permanently. This moon doesn't rise, it strikes, and whatever doesn't match your next chapter gets removed. You may think you're fine, but have you noticed it? The sudden distance from people, you're talking less but feeling more. The sense that something is watching you. That's not mood, that's spiritual momentum. And this moon is the tipping point. If you ignore it, you don't just miss an opportunity, you get trapped in a version of life that was never meant to hold you. Most people won't notice the door closing, but if you're here, maybe you still have time to step through it. This rare moon event is not just a spectacle in the sky. It is a divine turning point written in the stars. It arrives with the power to break patterns, dissolve old timelines, and pull you into alignment with the life your soul has been quietly longing for. You may feel it as a stirring in your heart, a sudden clarity in your thoughts, or even an unexplainable rush of energy through your body. Emotionally, it may feel like waves rising and crashing, releasing what no longer serves you. Physically, you may sense fatigue or restlessness as your body adjusts to new frequencies. But spiritually, this is rebirth. This is your invitation to remember your purpose, to reclaim your light, and to rise into the version of yourself that has been waiting patiently on the other side of fear. If you feel the energy of this rare moment, type "I'm ready" in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and join our spiritual family. Right now, the universe is setting into motion something sacred. An alignment so rare, so intentional, it feels as if the cosmos itself is holding its breath. On July the 3rd, 2025, the moon will step into a position that is not random, not coincidental, but deeply encoded with spiritual intelligence. This is more than a lunar phase. This is a divine activation point. A moon carrying messages from realms we cannot see but have always felt. In astrology, the moon governs our inner world, our emotions, intuition, memories, and subconscious patterns. When it aligns in this rare cosmic formation, it acts like a sacred mirror, reflecting not just light from the sun, but light from within us. It reveals our hidden truths, our quiet pain, our buried power. Imagine it like a soft, glowing lantern placed inside a dark room of your soul. Suddenly, you see what's been there all along. Numerologically, the date July 3rd, 2025 holds vibrations of the number 1. When broken down, 7 plus 3 plus 2025 equals 2035, 2 plus 0 plus 3 plus 5 equals 10, 1 plus 0 equals 1. The number of new beginnings, divine leadership, and personal truth. The universe is not offering change, it is offering initiation. The number 1 is the breath before the first word, the silence before the first heartbeat. It represents the self, but not the small self, trapped in fear or ego. The higher self rising from within. This moon portal is not simply a shift in space, it is a sacred door. And the key to that door is presence. When you become fully present in your body, your breath, your awareness during these days, you don't just witness the magic, you become it. It's like standing at the shore as a great tide rolls in. You have two choices. Brace against it or surrender and be carried into something far greater. Cosmically, the moon on this date forms powerful aspects to planets associated with healing, truth, and destiny. Chiron, the wounded healer, may stir ancient pain, but only so that it may be released. Neptune whispers through the veil, awakening dreams and past life memories. And Pluto, the great transformer, calls on you to rise from the ashes of who you used to be. This isn't chaos, it's choreography, divine, intelligent, and deeply personal. Emotionally, you might feel a sudden wave of sadness or unexplained joy. Spiritually, you may notice heightened intuition, synchronicities, or vivid dreams. This is the language of the universe speaking directly to you. Don't brush it off as coincidence. Don't silence your inner knowing. This is not the time to be logical. This is the time to listen with your soul. Think of this moment as a spiritual crossroads, a glowing intersection where your past, present, and future meet under the soft light of the moon. The universe is not asking you to be perfect. It's asking you to remember. Remember your strength. Remember your calling. Remember the part of you that chose to be here at this exact moment in time for reasons beyond the mind's understanding. There is no mistake in timing. If you are hearing this, you were meant to. If you feel something stirring inside, it is not imagination. It is activation. The stars are not distant, they are within you. The moon is not just in the sky. It is in your blood, your bones, your breath. The moon is rising, not only in the sky, but in you. This moment is not asking for effort. It is asking for awareness. All that's required is stillness, presence, and trust in the unseen forces moving gently beneath the surface. Let your attention rest softly like petals floating on quiet water. There's nowhere to go, nowhere to rush. This is not about fixing, solving, or changing. It's about remembering. Let your body become an anchor. Let gravity wrap around you like a comforting embrace, holding you in place as the sacred energies flow through and around you. The earth beneath you is alive, aware, and deeply connected to the same lunar pull that stirs your inner tides. Every cell in your being knows this dance. It has moved to this rhythm long before your first breath. The light of this rare moon pours not only through the sky, but through every energetic strand of your spirit. A silvery current washing away residue, old emotions, tired beliefs, the weight of stories that no longer belong to you. There is a deep cleansing taking place, gentle and unstoppable. It reaches places in you that words cannot touch. The energy doesn't need permission. It already knows where to go. Let it find you. Thoughts may arise. Let them drift past like clouds across a vast twilight sky. They do not need to be judged or stopped. They are not here to block you. They are passing visitors. Let your awareness stretch wider than thought. There is a space behind them, beneath them, beyond them. That's where your soul resides. That's where the moon's sacred code is unfolding right now. Feel into that space, not with effort, but with surrender. A soft opening, like the turning of a key you didn't know you were holding. You may notice a quiet warmth spreading through the chest or a soft pressure between the brows. These are not coincidences. They are awakenings, subtle signals from your higher self that the door has begun to open. Now listen, not with ears, but with your deeper knowing. The kind of listening that hears emotion before sound, that senses presence before words. This moment speaks in whispers, silent but undeniable. The moon is not simply above you. It is within your energy field, a living mirror of your hidden truths, your sacred power, your soul's memory. Repeat these words quietly within, not as a command, but as a remembrance. I am open to receive. Each phrase is a key. Let them echo through your inner world. Not to force change, but to awaken what's already there. These affirmations are not wishes, they are recognitions. Your being responds not because it is learning, but because it is remembering. You may begin to feel a shift now, a soft tingling in the hands or a sense of spaciousness in the chest. These are signals. You are aligning with the frequency of this moon portal. You are tuning into a cosmic melody that has always been playing. But now, finally, you are quiet enough to hear it. A cool light touches the crown of your head. Not physical light, but an awareness, a presence. It moves slowly, reverently through the top of your skull, across your forehead, into the eyes, the jaw, the throat. There's no rush. Each part of you is being touched with sacred recognition. You may notice memories surface, some tender, some bittersweet. Let them come, let them go. They are the pages of a chapter that is now closing. The energy continues downward into the heart. It pauses there, not to fix, not to change, but to honor. There is so much you have carried, and still here you are, whole, worthy, radiant. Let the heart soften. Let it receive what it has always given, unconditional love. The light moves deeper past the ribs into the belly. This is your center of power, and now it is being cleared, balanced, strengthened. Any heaviness dissolves. You do not need to hold tension anymore. You are not alone. You never were. A subtle hum may begin to build, not heard with the ears, but sensed with the soul. The vibration of truth, of healing, of realignment. It fills the spine, the hips, the legs, down to the soles of the feet. A sacred connection between your body and the earth, between your energy and the stars. You are a bridge, a vessel of starlight wrapped in skin. This moon sees you, not your mask, not your fear, but your essence. And it says, yes, it's time. There is a sacred stillness now, like the space between two heartbeats, where the world softens and the truth of your being rises to the surface. You are no longer reaching, chasing, or trying. You are allowing. In this field of silence and energy, the deeper parts of you begin to awaken. The parts that have always known, always trusted, always remembered what your mind may have forgotten. The moon, in all its glowing wisdom, now begins to reflect the version of you that exists beyond fear. This version is not becoming. You already are. You are the dream and the dreamer. You are the question and the answer. This lunar energy simply peels back the veil, revealing what was always hidden in plain light. Now, let yourself sink even further into this awareness, as though the entire universe is holding you in the palm of its hand, not judging, not expecting, just witnessing. The stars don't rush. The moon doesn't strain to shine, and neither must you. Bring your attention back to your heart space. Feel the gentle rhythm there, not just as a physical beat, but as a sacred drum marking the tempo of your soul's path. Each beat is a prayer. Each pause between is a promise. You are not lost, you are being led. There is a divine intelligence moving through every inch of your life, even the places that feel uncertain, even the ones that hurt. Let that truth breathe inside you. It may come as a warmth, a sigh, a tear that you didn't expect. Let it move. This is not weakness, it is release. This is the energy of the moon, unwinding what no longer belongs, making room for what has always been yours. Repeat within as a soul-deep whisper, I welcome the wisdom of this moment. These words are not spells, they are mirrors. Say them not to become, but to remember. Say them not to change, but to align. This lunar frequency is not here to control you, it is here to partner with you. You are co-creating with the universe. Now, with every breath, with every choice, with every quiet act of courage, let your awareness expand beyond the walls around you. Feel yourself as part of something infinite. The stars are not distant, they are family. The moon is not far, it is your reflection in the divine. You are no longer separate, you never were. Let the moon show you now the timeline that awaits you. The version of your life where you are fully aligned, fully empowered, fully present. You don't need to see the details, just trust the vibration. It is already unfolding, not through control but through surrender, not through striving but through becoming. See yourself there, not years from now but already arriving, eyes clear, heart open, energy grounded. That version of you is not a fantasy, it's a frequency. And tonight, under this sacred moon, you've stepped into it. Now say within with presence, I choose alignment. And as this experience slowly settles into your body, know this truth. The moon may wane, the night may end, but this energy stays with you. It lives in your bones, your breath, your choices. You don't need to hold on to this moment. You are this moment. Carry this vibration into all that you do, into your words, into your actions, into the way you love, create, and exist. Let others feel it without you saying a word. Let this moonlight echo from your presence. You've just opened a door, and on the other side is everything you were born to remember. Right now, something ancient is awakening within you, not as a concept, not as a possibility, but as a living truth. It's not waiting for permission. It doesn't need validation. It's always been there, beneath every layer you've ever worn to protect yourself, beneath every belief you absorbed that made you feel small, beneath every story that told you to dim your light. And now, under this rare lunar event, that truth is rising like a tide that cannot be stopped. This is not just a moon. It is a mirror. And in that reflection, you no longer see your fears. You see your essence, unfiltered, untamed, unbroken. This moon is not calling you to be better. It is reminding you that you already are. You don't have to chase your healing. You don't have to force your transformation. You are not a project to be fixed. You are a soul to be remembered. You are the fire that survived the storm. You are the voice that was silenced and now sings without shame. You are the healer, not because you are perfect, but because you've walked through your own darkness and still chose to keep your heart open. Every part of your life, the joy and the grief, the confusion and the clarity, the mistakes and the magic, has led you here. Nothing was wasted, nothing was random. The timing of your pain was precise. The delay in your dreams was divine. The people who left made space for something more aligned. The parts of you that broke open were never signs of weakness. They were sacred entry points. And now, this moon, glowing above and pulsing within, is revealing what you've been afraid to say out loud. You were never behind. You were never off course. You were never too late, too much, or not enough. You are right on time. This rare alignment on July the 3rd, 2025 is not simply an astrological event. It is a cosmic checkpoint. It marks the collapse of illusions, the end of spiritual amnesia, and the birth of a deeper, bolder remembering. Everything you thought was outside of you, clarity, love, purpose, power, is not coming to you. It's coming from you. Can you feel it? That ache in your chest is not anxiety. It's the soul stretching open. That restlessness in your spirit is not confusion. It's your destiny knocking louder. That sudden urge to change everything, leave behind what's familiar, and follow the wild call of your intuition. That is your future self reaching back through time, reminding you that you already chose this path long ago. You are not broken. You are breaking through. The universe has been preparing you for this portal. Every synchronicity, every moment that didn't make sense at the time, every person who entered and exited your life like a lesson wrapped in skin. It was all part of the design. You are being shaped, not by accident, but by divine architecture. And now the revelation. You are not the seeker. You are what you've been seeking. You are not here to be rescued. You are here to remember that you are your own answer. You are not meant to keep shrinking into roles that were never written for your spirit. You are meant to expand. You are meant to erupt into your fullness like a supernova of truth. You are meant to walk as light in a world that forgot how to see. This is not the end of your story. It's the awakening of your legend. The moon is showing you that time is not linear, that timelines bend in your presence, that the future shifts every time you choose truth over fear, that your healing ripples outward in ways you'll never fully understand. That your light is not meant to be hidden, it's meant to be lived out loud, in color, without apology. Do you see it now? The pain didn't come to punish you, it came to purify you. The endings weren't failures, they were redirections. The waiting wasn't a pause, it was preparation. The chaos wasn't the universe turning against you, it was the divine storm needed to shatter the shell around your soul. This moon, glowing like an ancient eye in the sky, is not just watching, it's witnessing. It is holding sacred space for your return to alignment, to power, to your original blueprint, the one that existed before fear ever touched you. You are not who you were last year. You are not even who you were yesterday. In this moment, something inside you has already shifted. Maybe quietly, maybe like thunder, but it's real, it's irreversible, and it will lead you exactly where you were always meant to be. You don't need a map, you are the compass. This moon event is sacred, not because of the stars alone, but because of what they're awakening in you. Because you are not just affected by the cosmos, you are the cosmos, made flesh, made spirit, made purpose. You are a frequency, a vibration, a pulse of divine will echoing through human form. You are here, in this body, in this time, on this planet, for a reason. And now, you remember, not just the words, not just the images, but the feeling, the deep internal knowing that no one could give you, no book could teach, no ritual could summon. This is the kind of remembering that doesn't happen all at once. It seeps in quietly, then floods you when you least expect it. It shows up in your silence, your stillness, your surrender. It reminds you that you were never here to follow anyone else's blueprint. You came to embody your own. The moon has not just illuminated your path, it has revealed the power that was the path all along, your inner authority, the kind that doesn't demand attention or validation, but simply is. You begin to realize you don't need a grand awakening to be worthy. You don't need an audience to be real, and you certainly don't need to carry every weight as if your suffering is your proof of value. You are allowed to release now. You are allowed to outgrow the version of you that stayed small to make others comfortable. You are allowed to honor your own expansion without fear of what might fall away. There is no shame in letting go of people who no longer see you. No guilt in choosing peace over familiarity, and no regret in walking away from what no longer resonates with your frequency. The moon teaches this through its phases. It waxes and wanes without apology. It disappears to renew. It doesn't shrink from darkness. It integrates it. And that is your gift now, to allow both your light and your shadow to coexist, not in conflict, but in harmony. This is the turning point that no external sign could prepare you for, because the shift is not around you, it's inside you. You're no longer waiting for clarity to strike like lightning. Instead, you understand now that clarity is something you become when you stop running from your truth. It rises when you sit with your discomfort long enough to see that it's not the enemy, the doorway. And what lives beyond that doorway is not perfection, but liberation. You no longer measure progress by what you've achieved, but by what you've outgrown. You no longer fear silence, because now you hear what lives inside it. You don't chase meaning, you create it. You don't beg for signs, you are one. This transformation isn't always loud. Often it comes as a quiet decision deep within your soul to no longer abandon yourself. The moon on this night speaks in sacred codes, some of which your mind may never fully decode, but your spirit recognizes them as familiar, like the echo of something you once knew before you even had language for it. And that's the truth of awakening. It's not about learning something new, it's about returning to something ancient within you that never left. From this place, the world around you begins to look different, not because it has changed, but because you have. You see opportunities where you once saw limits. You see soul connections where you once saw separation. You understand now that the external world will always mirror the vibration you carry inside. And when that vibration is rooted in truth, everything becomes an extension of your alignment. You stop fearing what's to come. You stop clinging to what's past. And for the first time, you allow yourself to live fully in the now. Not in theory, not in hope, but in embodied presence. You know that the moment you're in carries everything you've been seeking, not because it looks perfect, but because you are present enough to meet it with openness and power. And so this lunar event becomes more than a date or a phenomenon. It becomes a chapter marker in your soul's journey, a turning of the page. You may not yet know the details of what's to come, but the energy you carry now ensures that what comes next will no longer be born from fear, but from truth. You've crossed a threshold, quietly, courageously, powerfully, and nothing that was built on illusion can remain in this new space you now inhabit. You are no longer seeking to be chosen. You have chosen yourself, and in doing so, the universe will rise to meet you in ways it never could before. Not because it wasn't trying, but because you weren't ready to receive. If this message stirred something deep within you, if you felt even a flicker of resonance, clarity, or truth, then know this: you were meant to hear it. Not by chance, not by coincidence, but by divine alignment. This moon, this moment, this exact point in time was always part of your soul's unfolding. And now, as you stand at the threshold of a new chapter, you are being invited not just to witness transformation, but to live it. Take a breath and ask yourself, what truth am I ready to embrace? What am I no longer willing to carry? What is quietly calling me forward? These are the questions that matter now, and you don't have to answer them alone. Type, "I am aligned" in the comments if you're ready to step forward into this next version of yourself. If you're ready to release the old timelines, to walk in your purpose, and to embody the clarity this moon has revealed. Your energy adds to the collective. Every declaration, every truth spoken, strengthens the field. We are all rising together. And if this message moved you, if it reminded you of who you really are, please take a moment to like this video. It helps more than you know. It tells the universe, the algorithm, and the wider collective that this frequency matters. That light is still being shared. That truth still echoes through the noise. If you're not already part of this space, subscribe now. Join us on this journey of awakening, alignment, and transformation. Every moon, every portal, every cosmic event is another step along the path. And this community is here to walk it with you. You're not alone. You never have been. Share this video with someone you love, someone you feel is ready to remember. The right words at the right moment can change everything. Maybe this is the moment that changes someone's entire timeline. And maybe it begins with you. Divine timing brought you here. And divine timing will carry you forward. You are aligned, you are seen,